Okay, let's keep it moving. Next up, we got my man who we like to encourage his behavior, and he's going to be rocking at our next two venues one night when we rock with Japan in March. Propaganda Poet. Brother, before we get to Propaganda Poet, and I will get back to him, anyone who's on the waiting list, if I'm unable to get you before 10:30, you are going to get preferential treatment for next week's open mic on Monday. I'm going to make sure that you are on in the beginning. But now to Propaganda Poet, we're going to encourage your behavior, brother. Take it away.
Thank you, Advocate. So thank you, Nuyo. Thank you. Uh, there, just here's all my stuff there. Thank you. Oh my God. Advocate, I just want to shout out real quick. You remind me of a teacher I had who the midterm, he invited us into his house for lunch and we had to tell him how our day was in Burmese. That was the midterm. And you remind me because you just bring people in, you welcome them immediately, they immediately become part of the family, and I'll never forget what that was like the first time I stepped up there, man. And now that I'm going to actually be there on that stage for 2-1 Tokyo, like I'm going to be a puddle of salt water, man. I'm warning y'all. I'm just warning y'all. So, but real quick, I just want to tell you all that this night has been immediate fire. And this poem is for all of you because I wish that I could tell y'all to step off because I'm about to burn you with the friction in my diction. But recently I've made a decision based solely on gut feeling, and it's still got my heart, mind, body, and soul reeling. So I've been hitting a wall. And this writer's block shit, it's got me feeling small because I'm supposed to be able to smith my words and craft my style because there for a while I thought that I needed to be heard, but maybe I just needed to hear myself think so I could gather my thoughts like a gathering of nations without the hesitation of a society of convenience where everything is supposed to save our time, but nothing ever seems to get done. So run, rat, run, because that's how things are done these days. Push through the maze, push through the haze, learn to breathe through the graves, learn to see through the haze of this 8-day-a-week overtime craze, or learn to become nothing but suicide slaves. In the land of the supersized and the home of the slum, there ain't no time to grow old because you ain't even allowed to be young. Well, I intend to fight fire with a sharply honed tongue, but poetry is more than poet me. It's poet you and poet true. Having the courage to turn this soapbox into a platform so that we can shine the light through the shitstorm of the norm because enlightenment has found that this shit right here, this shit ain't normal. But our rights are being blocked like a decaying bridge to true freedom, just waiting to collapse under our train of thought. So they're trying to train our thoughts by taking away from our schools music, theater, and art. But we sure can fill it bubbles with number 2 pencils. Just more stencils marking the way for marketing status quo. And I really don't know where this is going to go because lately my flow has been hitting a wall. And this wall stands tall, like the one that leaves us all imprisoned in religion shopping malls instead of just kicking it in the halls of Carmel where good deeds actually still mean something. Instead of just being a list of things to do to get your soul through and hope that someday you might get to earn some wings, but there's still something that we can't quite grasp. And we have been trained to be afraid to ask because they don't want us to know that we were all born with these wings and the ability to sing. No, they'd rather have us kissing some false idol's ringleader of a kiddie porno ring and they say that he's closest to God. What's it going to take for us all to recognize that all we got to do is just drop all this shopping and stop the door? Stop talking when we pray. Learn to listen some more. But alas, this too shall pass. So I guess I'm just going to kick back, listen to all y'all do some poetry and smoke some more hash because I'm going to try to pass through these bricks of, this mortar of fear. Because you see, I don't come here every Monday night and sometimes on Thursday and every now and again on Saturday just to spit. You see, I come here to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down and shut up. I'm tired of banging my head on this wall. I'm sick of feeling small. You see, I came here tonight to unblock my rights by listening to you all. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for speaking. And thank you for encouraging my behavior.
Yes!
Yes!
Propaganda.
Yes!
I'm going to hug you so hard, Advocate. Ooh.
Propaganda Poet. Love this dude. Love him. Love him. Make sure that y'all go give him a follow. He's on Facebook. Bear Wolf. My man. I'm excited to see him in March. I know what we get online is what we're going to get offline. All right.